Mitt. How's it going? Has it stopped raining yet? T-Rex, has it stopped raining? Where's Steve? Steve's been waiting down here for, I don't know, a couple hours. And T-Rex has been waiting for the rain to stop. And I was waiting for the rain to stop too. I actually did get up pretty early and put the bins up on the sidewalk in a real heavy downpour. And of course, yes, I was barefoot. I like splashing in the puddles. I think it stopped raining, T-Rex. Maybe we can go outside now and not get soaked. What do you think? Got a lot of things to navigate out there. 74 degrees, very sticky weather. Humidity is here until further notice. A lot of cleaning up to do. Oh boy. These cheap tents are good to block the sun, but they cannot withstand the rain. This one I knew was going to go in the rubbish, but that one I thought I could save. Oh well. Did they say I was going to get a half-inch of rain this morning? No, they did not say that. Timing and placement of the downpours for the foreseeable future is nearly impossible. This is the second rain shower, this one this morning, that I've had in the last 18 hours. Yesterday came out here to start the grill up again, watch the fireworks on the horizon, and it rained for about 90 minutes. It didn't rain very much, but enough to make your clothes all wet, and probably I heard they had to put the tarps over some of the fireworks and PA systems that were going on all around Boston. It wasn't just Boston, it was everywhere last night. We'll see that in a moment. We have a layer cake of sky conditions and weather and fronts this morning. That really low cloud, that's called the stratocumulus. And then above that, there's an altostratus, and there's a cumulonimbus offshore. Cumulonimbus is that heavy rain cloud. And the radar, when I went out this morning at about 7:11, showed the heaviest rain in New England right over me in Weymouth. And we picked up a pretty fast 0.6 of an inch of rain. And that rain now has since moved away. And you can see it on the more regional radar from just after 8 a.m. that the heaviest rain is east of Boston, and then the next batch of heavy rain is over Ohio and Indiana. But we're gonna have more rain developing right over our head. I thought I had won the rainfall lottery this morning until I looked at the CoCoRaHS and I saw Maynard at 1.27. Can't compete with 1.27, I don't think. But we can go look at the rain gauge. But we are going to get inches of rain in spots. So it's beginning to rain again right this second. So green grass for July. Put out that fire. Kidding. So my Tempest said we had about 0.6, and in actuality this is 0.41, and 0.02 was yesterday. So we picked up about a 0.4 this morning. And you're supposed to empty these things at 8 a.m. so I'm an hour late. And we'll see what happens next. The HRRR had forecast no rain in Boston by this time, and we picked up 0.4 more than that. Let's look at the surface map this morning. A lot of fronts there off west of New England. 10-16 high to the south, 10-16 high to the north, and all these fronts right in the middle. What is wind, air, moving from each of those high pressure systems into New England from the south and the north. If you look at the temperature map this morning along with dew points, Laconia, New Hampshire, temperature and dew point both 72. Rockland, Maine, temperature and dew point both 61. So there is a front between Laconia and Rockland. Air is coming in from the south and southern New England. Air is pretty much still in northern New England. It's still near the ground, but it's moving up in the sky. So these fronts are active, and it's just going to stay sticky and showery for the foreseeable future. Should I even bother showing the HRR? How about if I show it in the quantitative precipitation realm? And you can see it missed the rain in Boston this morning. It says more rain's going to come in, especially late today and tonight. That's stuff we saw to the west and plus redeveloping. And then tomorrow, this only goes out, the 6Z, 12Z, 18Z, 0Z, HRRR goes out for 48 hours. So in the next, well, subtract 8 from that, 40 hours in New England, there are stripes of heavy rain. Least amount of rain, according to this, is near the south coast, but we don't really trust it. And the most amount of rain, Northfield, Massachusetts. HRRR says 6.46 inches of rain by tomorrow night. Yeah, right. Somebody may get 3 or 4 inches. I'm not sure about the 6 part, but this is what happens when you're so sticky. The Boston 5-day from weather.us, you can see it shows pretty much the same kind of weather each day with the sun trying to break through, except for perhaps tomorrow. Tomorrow the sun might not break through. And the temperature trying to go up into the 80s each afternoon with a dew point of 70 to 75. The wind looks strongest tomorrow from the southwest at 15 to 25 miles an hour, gusting to 30. If we don't get the sun out, it's probably not that windy. And then on Sunday, the wind is lighter from the southwest. Then Monday, it tries to come in from the east a little bit, so that front may try and get just south of us on Monday. And that pretty much just says to me, this front is going nowhere. If you look at the map for tomorrow, you see most of us are in the warm sector with low pressure going by to our north, and then that front kind of gets into eastern New England. Here's the map on Sunday. It kind of just stalls out there, and that's going to decay, and it's really never going to go away. Well, I shouldn't say never, but not in the foreseeable future. So here's the Euro 240 hour, lower 48. There comes the more vigorous round of showers and thunderstorms tonight and tomorrow. You can't really give yourself an 18-hour forecast. You got to go by a 12-hour forecast. Sunday looks like it's going to be a nicer day, and then Monday another a bit of action, and it looks like we have a stronger low pressure system taking the place of high pressure in southeastern Canada Tuesday into Wednesday. I'm not sure on the timing of all this. It's so hard to memorize, but at one point there I see 1,000 millibar low going across northern New England. That's pretty deep low pressure. And then all that rain with that upper level low that we thought may back in off the ocean, most of that rain tries to stay to our south, that Atlantic moisture, but the other moisture coming in from the lower 48 Canada and the Pacific, that tries to bring another sharp front in here next Friday or so, and then hopefully out of here by Saturday, and then by day 10 there's a pretty cool high pressure system in southeastern Canada. So somewhere out there around July 14th, we may get relief from this heat. Well, I shouldn't call it heat, but humid, sultry weather. If it was just totally sunny and we hadn't had so much rain, it would be a heat wave, but the ground is wet and there's a lot of rain in the forecast, so it's not a heat wave. It's just a warm, humid, sticky spell with air conditioning weather required. What's going on? There's a bigger hole over here, Steve. Yeah, I was on a ladder trying to prune this, make our view a little bit better. A lot of pruning done yesterday, a lot of work to do, and we did get to the Montauk's, and I kind of hacked that part right there just to kind of keep the path open, and Janet says, that's not going to flower this year, and that was a rake. You probably are right, that probably won't flower, but it'll turn green. And then I'm going to try and cut you a section out of here, Jenny, and bring it over to your house so you have some of my Montauk's. We can share the wealth. And Steve Bailey wanted to trade some Shasta for some Montauk. Well, Steve, I don't really have enough Montauk this year to do that. I'll propagate some more, though. And I don't really have room for Shasta, but I appreciate the offer. The pattern is full. The weather pattern is full. The garden pattern is garden pattern is full, and my schedule is full. Going back down to Cape Cod, change out the house tonight and tomorrow. Coming back here on Sunday, all over the place. There's a bee on that male pumpkin flower. I think this is actually a squash flower, right? Yep, some summer squash in there. All right, rabbits aren't eating that so far. We'll see. All right, quite a bit of in more from yesterday. It was kind of a pleasure, really getting involved in the fabric of the community here in North Weymouth. You want to be an out-the-door weather more, Sandy? Yeah. Casa de Farrell on Great Hill with a view down towards the members at the OPYC, having me over for a chat about wind and water and how hard it is to buy light bulbs. It's so challenging. I think I'll leave that part out. Oh, and if you want more on Beryl, I guess Mexico was kind of spared. Chaser down there, Josh Morgerman, says it kind of fell apart at landfall, so happy to report not that much damage in Mexico. Also follow Jonathan Petromala and Clement, I can't remember, his partner. And Ryan Maui says, watch out for rapid intensification, perhaps, of Beryl again as it approaches the Texas coast. And maybe some of that moisture actually wraps up into the East Coast too next week. So Didn't talk much about that next Thursday, Friday rain, but looks like northern New England tries to get the most instead of southern New England. We'll see. That's a moving target. More on that tomorrow. All right. I still haven't gone inside the house. I think I saved this one. Not easy to do this as a one-man operation. Yeah. A lot of fun having yard parties. It is. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. This one's going in the scrap heap. Rex, where are you? You hiding under the grill? Where are you? All tangled up. Hi. Sorry. So the launch just delivered the whole crew to this beautifully decorated sailboat. My guess is they're going to be heading off into the Charles River. That's my guess. Great job, you guys. Thank you. Order was kept. Even though everyone parked on that side of the road anyway. Here comes the sun. And there go the yachts. Headed for the Esplanade. Going through the locks in a pontoon boat today. It's getting more humid by the second. The air is rich with humidity and summertime warmth and a front. And there may be a thunderstorm at the Esplanade this evening. Look at this guest yacht. Where'd you guys come from? Independence Day 2024, 10:30 in the morning. Red Cardinal. Everyone loves a red Cardinal. Bird on a wire. Sandy, you want to be on Out the Door Weather and More, Sandy? Yeah.
And Dave Gilberto.
We can watch the fireworks from right here, can't we?
Steve Levin.
Every night. There go the boats out there. This is the kind of railing you want on your deck. It's a glass railing. Look at that. How gorgeous is this? Yeah, we've elevated. We've gone up this afternoon on our Independence Day. Taken it to another level. See right over Rand's house at the 4-point Hull Gut, all the way over to OPYC. You can see the seafoam green jet stream and OPYC. So the channel's pretty busy, and right on the edge of the channel, we got some recreational surfers or something. TK was here. Uncle Sam Duck. Winner.
Every shot.
Getting a story of the cannon shots with the Constitution today. You were there, huh?
It's a lot of fun.
Oh, man.
I mean, there were thousands of people on Castle Island, and they wouldn't let anybody stand in front of the cannons because I think the blast might have knocked a few of them over.
It's deafening.
'Cause I was about
sure.
a mile and a half away, and I could feel my boat vibrate.
Oh, cool.
So it was pretty.
Did you make a video by any chance?
No, somebody on the boat may have. The girls were taking pictures. I was driving, trying not to hit boats. But it was a great day to be out there.
What a day. Yeah, this day has changed 3 times.
4 naval vessels were coming in. And when they started to get to they were about 100 footers.
So this one just arrived from Lake Champlain, coming down Hudson River through 12 locks, looking over toward Hingham. Watching the yachts dock into the wind here. It may be gray, but it's warm. It just feels really good right now with this breeze. There's one sizable cumulonimbus coming across Connecticut, and it's actually aimed right for Weymouth and Boston. This should be interesting. July 4th, 5 o'clock. Yeah, rather low tide. Exposes the ground. Whose mushroom anchor is that? Is that for sale? I'm in the market. Fort Point. Low tide. Toward Boston. Looking over toward our house. Yeah, I'm biking. Radar shows practically nothing over Boston and Weymouth right now, but you can hear it. It's raining. I wouldn't cancel my outdoor plans, but it's good to have a shelter if you can. That one's on its last legs. Most of this should miss us to the south. Didn't I say that about 5 days ago on Sunday? Did they say it was going to rain this hard? The GFS said it was going to rain even harder than this. The night is young, though. The radar says it's not doing anything. 6 p.m. Just amazing. The rain is missing Boston, but it's practically pouring in Weymouth and points south.
Too loud, you okay? Hello everybody, Storm T4 Chief Meteorologist Doug Cameron. We're coming to you once again from the Riccardi Backyard 4th of July Party. The Riccardi Party, I like that. Yeah. We're looking right now, we talked about some showers coming in. Only a brief shot of a few showers for about 15 minutes. Starting to see those out here right now. It's raining just a little bit. Next round that's going to come through the Boston area, most likely not hitting us down here at the Gates, so that's good news. 75 degrees right now after these showers come through, knocking us down to about 73 degrees. Wind's going to be shifted a little bit, more out of the northwest. That could affect the fireworks just a little bit, but we'll be watching out for that. Back to you, Jen.
It's closing in on 7:30 on July 4th. Did prune the Montauk's. Made quite a mess. In the rain, I was pruning over there on a ladder. Steve was getting a kick out of it. So I'm gonna have to clean that up. But here we go with another sunset time lapse, probably very similar to Sunday. So I'm just gonna let this go. And we're gonna have another sun reflecting off the water, but all the sailboats are gone to Boston for the fireworks, which was a good choice. The rain's missing us just to the south. That's 1 hour right there. So the sun's going behind the cloud. It's actually a little more comfortable right now. It feels like we've got a little bit less of a dew point. So it should be a nice night. Citizens fireworks going off. Boston fireworks any moment. I think it's just past 8 o'clock. All right. God bless America. Yeah, fireworks are illegal, right?
I was just gonna say.
9 o'clock. That's Weymouth, Hingham, and Hull. Look north. You can see them in Swampscott and Beverly. Over to Boston. Winthrop, Everett. Every town. We can see all the fireworks from every town right now around Boston. Not too shabby. Glad the rain moved off. All right.